Yo, what is up, guys? Today, welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna be going over why I think Tony Kukoc isn't worth it in 2K21. I don't think he's worth it because you saw what happened last season when they gave us a bunch of free cards like Clyde Drexler, Donovan Mitchell, Aaron Fox. All those cards became outdated in the first 2 weeks of the new season. So I feel like that's gonna happen again, especially with more and more Dark Matters coming out and more opals coming out for cheap, like Rui Hachimura. I know on Xbox he's like 28K. I know we're going to see a big market crash on this Friday. So you have to get all of these cards, all of these cards. I have most of them, and like I don't even use them anymore. Bruce Bowen, I don't count. I don't count him. I'm just using it as a placeholder. In Obi Top, I'm using them as a placeholder because I'm about to buy some new cards on Friday to replace these two. James Jackson is the only one I actually use. That's because he moves like a point guard. But even then, like you gotta go through 3 different sets of challenges, so 9 different challenges total for each card. And I just quit like with these last two with Andre Miller and Yusef Nurkic because to me they're not worth it. I was only getting the ones that I felt like was worth it to me, or else it was just gonna be a waste of my time. So Tony isn't worth it because I know he's 6'10" and he can play the three and the four and whatnot, but we are going to get better content next season for cheap. If you have MT to get cards like Rui Hachimura or Rudy Gay, like good small forward, power forwards like that, I suggest you get those next season or basically Friday or anytime after this Friday because Tony's going to be outdated very soon. I'm predicting that Tony's going to be outdated very soon. Yeah, you can use him for a couple more weeks, but who wants to grind for all of these cards and only use a card for 2 weeks? Like that's not even. And another thing is, I feel like they could also be having big content next season. Is the fact that we've had so many free opals like Michael Jordan. We had Dark Man. We had Jokic, Dirk, Ron Harper out of the vault. We had all those cards. James Harden, all of them. So why would they just be giving out countless opals? Like it's 2K. We know what they're gonna do. Like they're not just gonna give up countless opals that are pretty good and like not have something up their sleeve for next season. And to be honest, some of these cards aren't even worth it. So like at this point, I don't even really like Bruce Bowen anymore. Kelly Oubre, I'm like with just gold clamps. Uh, and Bruce Bowen, like I said, he can't slash. Like he makes good plays on defense and he can shoot. But that's about it. Everybody at this point can shoot now. Like I said, Jaren Jackson's the only one I use, and he's on my bench. These cards are gonna be outdated in the next season. Trust me. Also, after you get all the challenges done for all the cards that you need, you still gotta do more with them. Today is Wednesday. The season comes out Friday. I am too busy to get all of this done. I'm too busy to get 2 more cards and probably actually buy other cards because I gotta use 11 Cavs players. I don't have 11 Cavs players, so I gotta go out, buy cards, play the game, do all of this, and I gotta do all of this, and then it ain't over yet. I still gotta do all of this, even when I'm going to get Rudy Gay and Rui Hachimura next season. Like, look at how cheap Rui is. He's he's gonna go down like even more next season. Like he's already under 30K, 28,000. Now Rudy, he's a little bit pricey, but hey, he'll go down too next season, along with a bunch of other cards like already 54, 52, 49. You see a lot of. I don't like Curling Code to be honest. I don't really. cheapest some off of him with me. But Opal he's even getting cheaper. Uh, he's about what? I would say he like 60K. He's less, 55, even less. Like that's crazy. And I get it if you're like a budget or a no money spent player, like you just want a good quality small forward, and you're not trying to have MT, or you don't have MT, you're not trying to spend large amounts of MT. But that's where the market crash comes in for next season. So if you have, I say, at least 40K, that's going to come in handy next season if you save it. If rather than by the time, if you don't have players like me, you gotta buy all of these players that you need for these challenges. Like when the game uses 6 Suns players, that's not that bad. Some people always have to buy players, 8 Spurs players. Some people gotta buy players, 10 Grizzlies players. Some people gotta buy players, and all this for a Tony Kukoc for this. Like he's a good card, don't get me wrong, but for you to put in that much work and get out what, in my opinion, is better, if not the same, for next season for like probably gonna be like 23K next season. Rudy's probably gonna be 35 at the most next season. Kerlinko might be 30, 35 at the most next season. So it's just not worth it to have to put in MC to buy those players, get Tony Kukoc, and he might even be outdated in the next 2-3 weeks. Like we saw what they did with regular size point guards like Derrick Rose. Even they did that a long time ago with Grant Hill and Kobe when they released them at point guard. But then the other day they released Kevin Porter Jr. at point guard. A little while ago they released Ben Simmons, 6'10" point guard. My shortest point guard is 6'6", and it probably can't even keep up with Ben Simmons. At that point, that's just sad. Like we about to get more glitch cards probably, because we haven't gotten flash in a little while. So there might be glitch cards in that, and there might be, I don't know, any taco fall that can play small forward or a power forward. That could make Tony Kukoc go extinct. And Oubre and Bruce Bowen, Miller, no one's using Andre Miller. If you use Andre Miller, something needs to change on your team. Your team is sorry if you're using Andre Miller. I'm sorry. Bruce Bowen can't slash. He can barely slash. Kyle Korver can slash better than Bruce Bowen. Oubre, I can only run him at the small forward because he's 6'7", and even then he has gold clamps, so he can't really keep up. Yusuf Nurkic, in my opinion, he's not better than Dirk. He's not better than Jokic. He's not better than Jaren. In my opinion, Jaren Jackson is the only one out of all of these cards besides Tony Kukoc. He's the only one that's worth it. And who knows? He might be outdated in a couple of weeks because of the new season. So, yeah, just keep in mind for those things. Watch your prices. Watch MC. Don't buy any cards right now unless it's a snipe or you're sure the card's profit's gonna go up. Because we got a new season coming in 2 days. Alright? I'm out, man.